Hi gang, if somebody brought you here or showed you this video, it's because they have the notion within their minds that you're worth a lot more. Let me explain. About 10 years ago, a family came into my home and told me that I was worth way too much to continue to work for the rest of my life. I'm handicapped. I've always been handicapped. I just finished my 30th surgery. The only reason why I say that is because there are people that are dying off in other countries because you don't want to get it together and help them, help your family, help your fellow countrymen. Let me explain. A couple of years ago, this family told me that I was worth so much, that I didn't have to be a nurse for the rest of my life, that I could be a stay-home mom, that I could work from home. And I was blown away because 10 years ago, that was not doable in my world. My husband left me. I had lost a 12-day-old baby and I couldn't grieve properly. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, God decided to remove certain people from my life. And I was so broken that I almost let this opportunity slip by. I only mention this because, yeah, we could put makeup on, stand in front of a phone or a camera or whatever you're recording your videos with, and we could talk about how difficult it is, or you could be positive and change your whole world. Let me explain. They took me to seminars, conventions, conferences, and then in about 13 months, my family and I were able to develop a digital financial vehicle, which translates to a business that we could do from home. It didn't matter if you were educated. It didn't matter that you didn't have a master's degree in information technology. It didn't matter that you might have been somebody that had no education. In fact, that's awesome because you don't have to unlearn a lot of things. Being a nurse, a psychiatric nurse, an oncology nurse, a hospice nurse, meant that I would have to continue to go to work for the rest of my life. These people believed in me. These people mentored me because I let them mentor me. Ultimately, they spent about $15,000 to $20,000, to be honest, to be able to get my financial vehicle off the ground. That's probably the reason why the person that is trying to seek for you is being very careful into seeing if you qualify to earn mentorship from people that have developed their own business, their own financial vehicle. The only reason why I mention this is because, let me explain. My country went into shambles. I'm from Venezuela. 3 months after my family and I left for my disability, a communist party took over. Our family was stripped of everything they ever owned. It was the most devastating time in anybody's life. Through the pandemic, they tried to take loans. They tried to explain that they had things to pay off, that they wanted to get out of the country. And I'm so thankful that because we had built something, we were able to help financially. And they weren't loans. We eventually ended up giving that money because we could. So I ask you a question today. If your family, your world, was to go into communism and you be stripped of everything financial, where would you be? How would you handle it? Would you be able to help them? My people were dying off. They are dying off. People don't understand the severity of the situation. I told one of my mentors this when it began, and it wasn't even in the news. It was crazy. We could only talk through WhatsApp, and it literally blew my mind how people were just too selfish to think about somebody else. Thank you for watching. If somebody brought you here today, it's because they see talent. They're looking for a certain something that might potentially make you into the CEO of your own organization. I pray that God blesses you with wisdom. I pray that God, in His ultimate wisdom, instills the spirit of entrepreneurship within you, because I know that He's powerful. And if He could help my family and I, He could help you.